I am going to bring this abandoned Honda back to life, but this isn't any Honda Civic. A rare and fun Honda coupe meant to compete with the Mazda Miata back in the 90s. But how did it get abandoned in the first place? I bought this car almost 2 years ago. It wasn't perfect, it needed new paint, the tires leaked, but it was fun to drive. I drove it every day until 4 months ago it sadly broke down and now sits in this old shop. I have never rebuilt a car before and definitely don't know what I'm doing, but this isn't going to stop me. I first started out by pulling the engine with my dad's help. We still don't know exactly why it gave up. I just remember feeling like it popped out of gear and then silence. This engine has 230,000 miles. It was bound to quite literally quit eventually. I could do a simple rebuild and have it running in no time, but a part of me wants to take it one step further, and that might be a huge mistake. Cleaning this thing was a pain. It was covered in rubber, oil, and dirt. But after manhandling it and tearing it apart, it was ready to be sent off to a machine shop. But that's when first of many problems started to arise. My crankshaft seemed to look good when I was taking it out. And I even said,
this part right here, yeah, the crankshaft, the crank is literally worth like $400 on its own, or like $300 just to find a good one, or even just a good used one. So I'm really glad that it's not broken, at least as far as I can tell.
But that's before I realized how bad it really was. I felt helpless. The cost of buying a new one was expensive, and they're rare, so I just had to ask for help.
Hello, I just wanted to call and ask about if you guys work on crankshafts.
Yes, we do.
Are you able to repair the keyways on them?
No.
No? Okay. That's all I needed to know. Thank you so much. Frick. Oh! Oh, I thought he was going to say yes.
And that's when the search began. I was scouring Facebook Marketplace for weeks, actual weeks, until I found an option that could possibly work. I just had to drive 3 hours to find it.
McValue. All right. Just picked up the crankshaft for $80 from this guy who's low-key kind of shady. Yes or no? It was worth.
I mean, it was shady, but
It was a little shady. He was a little bit vague on what he was doing with it. Made me kind of nervous. I feel like he was bullying it, but
I mean, that's mostly Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah. Yeah, so hopefully we can just send it to a shop, get it polished and ready to go, and nothing goes wrong.
I still had to send this crank to get repaired at the machine shop and possibly spend hundreds of more dollars. The budget was already tight, but it just keeps getting tighter. But I can't worry about that now because I have to build this head.
This whole thing finished. Got all the valve seals on there. I think that's all I'm going to be able to do on the head for now because I actually have to go to work soon. I've successfully finished the first one. You've successfully finished the first valve. I feel so proud of myself. If you're proud of me too, I want you to leave me a thumbs up, okay? It's free, and I'm waiting for you to do so. Anyways, here is the head. Now I just need to ask ChatGPT what to do next.
Now, I know you were really excited to watch me build the head, but I actually did it off camera.
I just want to show you guys my progress so far because I'm very proud of myself. I have the head almost finished. I have to paint the valve cover that goes above this. I also have to undo this and put some gasket maker underneath here so that it doesn't leak.
I was making leaps and bounds of progress, and for a second I felt like this build was actually coming together. But then of course, this happens.
Well, good morning everybody. It's the next day. I barely am awake, but last night I decided to go on a shopping spree and order until my bank didn't let me anymore because they were like, what the heck are you doing? You're spending all of your money. But yeah, there was just a lot of little things that I need to buy before I can continue building this motor.
The problem with ordering parts is that you never know when they're actually going to arrive. The longer they don't show up, the longer I can't continue with the build. And what makes it even worse is that I'm running out of time. If I don't finish this build by the end of the summer, I could be forced to let the car go forever. But thankfully the machine shop got back to me with good news. My cursed crankshaft came back clean. This means I could go further into my build.
Guys, this is the first time I've ever done this, so I'm like literally terrified. This could be good or bad. Okay guys, it stopped recording because it took so dang long. I got all 4 pistons on, and oh boy, so I think I'm actually making some progress here. Sheesh, this thing's coming together. Did you really doubt me? This would look really bad if this engine doesn't start.
That was some huge progress that I just made. It feels like we're that much closer to getting this car running again. The engine is halfway built, but that doesn't dismiss the fact that my parts have still not showed up. And in order to continue with the build and get this engine running, something is going to have to pull through, but that's going to be a worry for another time.